Good afternoon. Thanks for clicking on the video. I know it's really late. Thanks for being patient with me. Take some notes of how, like, my thoughts of the round of 64, because man, March Madness, it's only been one round, and it's been so crazy and so fun to watch already. Like, I know my bracket's busted because I had Virginia going to the Elite. Yeah, I had them going to the Elite Eight, and then I had Purdue going pretty far, but then I had them losing to Duke. So, like, it's awesome. It's awesome, and this is what's so fun about March Madness, and I feel like this is why it's so fun and so pure, because it's like the NHL, the MLB, the NFL, the NBA, none of these other pro sports can even, grasp how fun and competitive and the high stakes and high drama of these playoffs that March Madness is. So it's so fun. There's a reason why March Madness is madness. Let's get into it. These are the top things that I think stood out from today. Number one is the top teams are humming right now. Alabama did really good against the Islanders. Kansas absolutely rolled Howard. I think they had like 90 points or something. I watched a little bit of UCLA bully Asheville a little bit. They went on a 28-11 run. They're at the beginning and Texas too. They had their big blowout win against Colgate. So who knows? Top teams are rolling, man. So that's one thing to see. All right, next point that I brought up were all the upsets. I think about Purdue's loss, and it's kind of funny, and it's really ironic that Purdue, the Big Ten champs, the number one seed in their respective region, they lost to a team that doesn't even have a logo. Respectfully. Not dissing on FDU or any of those FDU fans out there, but it's like, you see this shirt, it's like, this is Luigi, this is Mario. It's like, FDU doesn't even have that. They don't have like a knight logo or like a spear or, a knight in shining armor on a horse. Nothing. It's just FDU. You believe it. So it was just funny. It was funny that they got to do that, and FDU gets to join that elite list of UMBC, where it's like, hey, we're the 16 seeds that have beat the one seed, and then Purdue gets to be buddy with Virginia, where it's like, we can't win shit in March. So it's funny that they let everybody down, and it is what it is. This is what's so fun about March Madness. One thing that I did want to take away from the Purdue game that I watched is in the second half, it showed a graphic where they shot 3 for 15 beyond the arc. I'm not a coach. I can't say that I coach in any way, but it's like, if you're shooting that bad beyond the arc, cut it. Like, I don't know what you have to do, but you have to change that game plan where we're not shooting beyond the arc anymore. Period. End of story. Like, get it down to Edie. Take those tough contested layups. Shoot our 7-foot, our 10-foot shots. No more hucking the ball up from 12, 15 feet out. 3 for 15. Come on. There's a reason why you lost. No offense. All right. Moving on. And then to the Virginia loss. I think this one came down to coaching too. There was they didn't have a comfortable lead at halftime. They were only up like 6 or 7, but Furman's best player, who had the most points on the team, their best shooter, he fouled out sometime in that second half, and they did not attack to be like, all right, let's capitalize on this lead. Let's put the foot on them and keep going. They just, I don't know. It's like, what? Because it's like, if you take any of these teams like Kansas, Duke, Tennessee, and you take out their star player and you're like, you know what? Okay, Tiger Campbell, we're going to remove you from UCLA roster. It's like the whole aspect of those games change. They clearly do. And so I don't know what went into Virginia's mind to just kind of, whatever, Furman's best shooter's not out there. But it's weird. And then there was another situation where Foster, he put up the most ugly three-pointer, missed, and then Virginia got the rebound. They got fouled. They got to go to the charity stripe to try to, put 2 more on the board. There was 19 seconds left in the game, and they lost that. The reason why they lost, there was craziness, unseen things like the turnover. But it's just like, I think that comes down to coaching too, where it's like, it makes you wonder, like, do they practice? And I bet they do, but it's like, how do they practice trap scenarios? It's like, no blame on, I think it was Clark, number 0. But it's like if you go rewatch the replay and you freeze it and have a freeze frame right when they applied the trap, which I know everybody's going to be taking notes and trying to practice, like this is how you execute that. But if you watch and you look at Furman's sideline, where the players are and the benches, number 11 for the Cavaliers, wide open. Wide open. And I'm not saying that I could have executed it any better or any other college athlete, but it's like when that trap happens and, you know, the applied pressure comes, it's like if he just boom, boom, right there. Dudes, it's interesting. I know he didn't see it because there were dudes on him, but it's just sad and it's really unfortunate. I feel bad for that player because we can see it on TV like, oh, he was wide open, pass the damn ball. But I just feel bad because he couldn't see it, and it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, what could have been? And then, you know, he chucked it, said a prayer, and which that got intercepted. And even then, they're up by 2. The shot, the clutch 3-pointer, and then, man, it's just crazy. But that's the fun of March Madness. I feel really bad. Pitt and Penn State, man, the 10 and 11 seed. Pitt had their upset against Iowa State, and then Penn State, they had their upset against Texas A&M, which I picked that, and I was rolling with that, so that feels good because, you know, I picked Penn State. They ended up winning today. They had an upset, so that's pretty cool. And then also another high seed that was really fun to watch, and they went on a little bit of a run, but they just came that short against TCU, was Arizona State. They played in the first 4, which I felt good about my picks so far because I think I got 5 for 5, and then I started having picks that were bad because I picked the first 4 for 4. It was awesome. And then I picked Maryland over West Virginia, so I was 5 for 5. But Arizona State went on a little bit of a run right there, and it was really fun. And congrats also to Princeton. Like, leave it to Arizona, man. Like, I will remember, and if I ever think twice or think otherwise, I need to come back to this video and be like, no, don't pick Purdue, don't pick Virginia, and do not pick Arizona. They do not go far. They will let you down. That's me rambling. Yeah. Anyways, deuces.